So like I was like, fuck this, like I'm gonna do this my own way. So this is generally welcome into the vlog, guys. This is episode number 4 of the Retail Arbitrage vlog. Brought to you by Joshua B. Boyd. I'm gonna dive right into it. So basically, because I'm new at retail arbitrage and actually executing it myself, though I've been studying it for a long time, I consider myself new because I'm new at executing on it. I'm new at actually doing it. So I'm paying attention to things on a level that I wasn't paying attention to before when I was just in the learning phase. Because now the market can directly affect me because I officially have money working for itself, working in the market. So basically, guys, this is something that's been going on for the past year and a half, 2 years now. Nike is restocking the shelves as much as possible at every store on the fucking dime to stop resellers from upselling shoes on the resale market. They're trying to sabotage the retail market for shoes, and it is working. Like, people are panicking on YouTube. I just got dived into this content the other day, but there are a lot of shoe sellers that have no idea what to do because their shoes are no longer selling, because you can't just charge $800 for a pair of Nikes anymore because they're stocking the shelves with them all the time, charging like $200, right? So you can't upsell that if there's no demand. So by keeping the supply higher than the demand, that's how they're sabotaging the resale business. Now, that does not mean that the retail arbitrage business is over as a whole. It just means that you can't invest in shoes anymore. But like everything and anything else is generally not regulated by the government or any economists or anybody that's important. Nobody's controlling the prices of these microphones that I'm buying and selling. And yeah, we'll get more into what I'm buying and selling in the next part of the video. Right, so something that I learned early on was that do not niche yourself down to too many products or to just a few products when you're a reseller, because the economy can shift on you at any moment. And I think we should use the shoe example as our greatest, most recent example of how only selling shoes can be a hole that you're digging for yourself. Because what if the shoe business goes out like it is right now, right? So like I'm in everything, and I'm a sell anything and everything Facebook seller, meaning that anything I get my hands on at a decent price that I can sell for a higher price, I will sell. But because I found this supplier on eBay for microphones, I'm definitely ordering as many microphones from him as I can for as long as I can, because they've been selling good and I'm getting them at like 75% below retail value. So my profit margin on these microphones is like 78%. It's fucking nuts. So right now I'm the microphone seller, but it doesn't mean I'll always be the microphone seller. Now, I've mentioned this in like every vlog that I've made so far, but I'm going to mention it again because this is the most important part. My personal process is obtaining my product online. So far, the only place I've obtained any of my inventory from has been eBay. And then I sell it in person to people on Facebook Marketplace. Now, most people buy their stuff in person at Goodwill, at Walmart, at Best Buy, at whatever the stores are in your country where shit is really cheap. And then they have an eBay store or an Amazon FBA store where they sell on Amazon and eBay online. But there are so many fees when it comes to the weight of your package, the cost of the shipping. Like when you make your items free shipping for people, it's because you're paying for the shipping. So you have to account for the shipping costs and the price of the item so that it pays for itself anyway. And like I just wasn't really interested in building an online reputation with a store and doing all that. So like I was like, fuck this, like I'm gonna do this my own way. So this is generally my own way. I've not seen anyone else do this on YouTube yet. But basically, guys, like I just find my item online at a 75-60% mark down marked rate from retail, purchase it, list it on Facebook Marketplace, and 9 times out of 10 the person comes to my house to pick it up. I've only had to drive for 3 out of the last 12 sales, and Basically, guys, I started with 5 items I don't need. Oh, that's good weed. Okay, yeah, started with 5 items I don't need, like my old iPhone 11, 2 PlayStation controllers, a pair of Jordans, and a really sought-after book that a lot of people want to read. Sold those 5 items. Then I got a $200 check from the government for being poor, because when you're below a certain tax bracket in Canada, the government just sends you $200 checks every once in a while. So I sold 5 things, and then I got $200. In total, I had about $600, and I invested that into my next set of inventory, which was shoes and electronics, like computer monitors and shoes, pretty much. Sold that, then I bought inventory of microphones. Sold those, and now I have like my whole inventory right now is like 14 microphones and a computer monitor. And when I sell all that, I'll have made $3,600, almost $4,000. So starting from, basically, I'm not going to count the 5 things I already had, but basically I started with $200 and I'm about to turn it into $3,000. And I've most recently turned it into $1,250. So pretty good. I don't just spew out numbers and do shit and like say this is me and this is how successful I am. So to put proof to the pudding, I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to compound your money and keep track of your inventory and make sure that you know you're successful. We're going to go over my spreadsheet called the cost of goods sheet. And basically, guys, a spreadsheet just has you never wondering if you're going to succeed or not. It'll have you wondering how much you're going to succeed. Will the bar be set high or will the bars be set low? You won't know. But you know that you will succeed because of how you've lined up your numbers and your math with your money and your product. So we're going to go into that right now. Right, so I'm going to show you the power of a small inventory list. Essentially, I'm going to show you how much money you can make just by selling such few items. And you're going to see for yourself how scalable this is and how much you can really turn this into a lot of money in the future, and how I already have turned it into a decent amount of money so far. So as I said earlier in the video, it's called the cost of goods sheet. I'll try to make a template for this and leave a link in my next vlog. So stick around for the next video. Maybe like, share, comment, subscribe if you've liked anything so far. And also, guys, leave a comment if you did like the video. Leave a comment if you didn't like the video. I'm open to both sides of the argument. I'm here to learn. I'm here to grow. I'm here to make better videos for all of you. So here we are in the cost of goods sheet. Everything in the black here is sold item from a pay period that's had a start and a finish. Everything in the green here is everything that's on the way. Everything in the dark green is the only things I have listed right now. I should actually switch out the Asus monitor into dark green now because I have it listed now. Which dark green did I use? I think I used that one. No, one more down. Yeah, there we go. But essentially, guys, we're going to get into the numbers, which is over here. So first week in sales was $900. So here's where we're going to get into my real numbers. I know I was spewing out numbers before, but those are just like rough estimations. Here are the real numbers of what actually happened. And I've had 3 pay periods. 2 of them have had a start and a finish. And now we're currently in a 3rd pay period that is active right now. So first week, $900 in sales, $386 in expenses. After expenses, I had $513 in profit. I reinvested $454 into this set of microphones right here and one down here. And then I had $104 left. And then the next week I had $100 in sales, $66 in expenses, and $439 left because of a PayPal hack that I know that you can basically send yourself money. So I put myself in $445 worth of debt to be able to load up $439 into my PayPal account. And then with that $439, I used $372 of it to invest in more microphones, because just selling those 2 microphones that I bought with my borrowed money, I will quadruple my money by the time it sells. So I'll be able to pay that debt back super easily, and I have more than one bank account, so I'm open to be in debt with one of them and be well above in the other bank accounts. But basically, my projected numbers for this next pay period, now that I have all this inventory, and when I mean all this inventory, I mean like 14 items, which isn't very much, I will make $3,116 in sales after selling just those 14 items. And then profit after calculating what I spent on those items is $1,921 in profit. And I'll have tons of money left over to invest in myself. I'll have tons of money to go buy more weed. I'll have tons of money to go buy more vapes. And I still have money left over that I'm living off of right now. So for the past 4 weeks, no, I'd say 3 weeks. For the past 3 weeks, I have been completely supporting myself off of retail arbitrage. And it's been a fucking blast. So if you guys want to join me on this ride, like I said earlier, like, share, comment, subscribe. And I'm making more of these videos all the time. The busier I get with my inventory, the more videos I'll be making. But I refuse to make a video about nothing. So I only post when something actually happened.